Oh, hi. If the video is nice enough to not cut me off, I'm gonna do like my picture face routine, like kind of makeup I wear for Instagram and stuff like that, which is pretty much my daily stuff anyway. So I already moisturized my face and I clean my face using this cleanser, but onto the makeup portion. I usually prime my face before I do anything else. I have a big bag of makeup. Yeah. I'm in the bathroom. Better lighting, even though it's really orangey. Just use a little bit of primer. I'm using a different foundation now, so I'm using a different foundation and a different powder. So I've been trying to film constantly on this camera and my webcam, but it never wants to work out. Like being mean to me, cutting me off and giving me audio issues. But this one, it just mainly cuts me off. I deleted a whole bunch of other files and stuff I didn't need. A whole bunch of old photos and old pictures. I could still delete more, to be honest. I just put the primer around the key points in my face. One of the next videos I want to do is the video where people are using like all of their face makeup as highlighters. Like they have highlighters all over their face. And you have to make like a makeup look out of your foundation being highlighters, which I think would be kind of cool. So this is all set and stuff. Then I use the new foundation I got, which is my skin color this time. Here's the powder for it. It's the Fit Me powder by Maybelline. And I have the actual foundation. It's in the shade 110 Porcelain. So it's light enough for my skin. So I don't need to put it down my neck and stuff. I could, but it's not mandatory since it fits me perfectly. This lighting doesn't really do it justice. But it's as pale as I am, even though the lighting looks really orange. Start out with a little and then I build more on. It's a matte finish, so it's good for my oily skin. And that means like no shine whatsoever. And I put too much on. This is why I wish there was a pump on this foundation. Just make it easier. I have this weird little zit on my forehead. Maybe it's a bug bite, I can't really tell. But either way, it's a pain in the ass. This gives like a medium to full coverage, so you kind of just have to work with it. I'm going to take off the extra foundation with a makeup remover cloth, not just any wash rag, unless you don't care about it. Then I just blend the rest in. I don't have any beauty sponge. I do have one from Maybelline, but I feel like it doesn't work the best. So I just use my hands. This is pretty much my basic makeup and what I would use if I am having pictures taken. People have always talked to me over the years about modeling, like close friends and family friends and even family members being like, don't you even model? You should model. Do you model? And I don't even know if I'm really all that attractive, really, but even my sisters were encouraging me to do it. So, I don't know. I was trying to get into it when I was in high school, but my mom was against it then because I was still in school. So she didn't want me to do something like that at that point. So I don't know. If I had the connection, if I was able to get a hold of somebody, I wouldn't mind giving it a try, even if I was turned down. Just so I could see like how far it could get me. The thing about me is I'm really awkward, a pigeon-toed, so I can't really walk straight. That's always been how I am. And even nowadays, I do this thing where I like cross my feet and I stand. And people are always like, Em, stop standing like that. But I never realized that I'm doing it. It's just like automatic for me. Been doing it ever since I was little. And I have always people like looking down at my feet, and then they try to do the same thing with their feet. And I remember one kid a long time ago tripped. He like fell like forward because he was trying to stand like me, trying to be a smartass. Or maybe he was just trying to see if he could stand like that. I don't know. But either way, he couldn't do it. I found it funny. Now's the time where I set my face with this powder. And it gives me a little more coverage, even though it looks pretty good now. It sets my face. I had one of these. This is all gone. It's my setting spray. I got another one. And I used to use a big thing like this, but it was translucent powder, but I ran out. So this is just a different kind of glow powder by e.l.f. So this, same shade as the foundation. I just pat it on. I feel like you get more coverage that way instead of brushing all around with a brush. You get more coverage just tapping it into your skin. That way you're not disturbing the makeup.